there. He said, we want Kylian Mbappe. Very good question. Look, the PSG president, Nasser Al-Khelaifi, today was very, very clear. He said, we want Kylian Mbappe to stay, but he has to sign a new contract. If he doesn't sign a new contract, then we will have to sell him. The situation is that he's got a contract that runs out next summer. There's the option for him to extend that by another year. And he's come out and said, you know what, I'm not extending it. And PSG have basically said, we cannot afford to lose probably the best player in the world for nothing next summer. And they know that he wants to go to Real Madrid, and what he's trying to do is run down his contract and go to Real Madrid next summer on a free transfer, which would mean that PSG would get nothing, and he of course would get a big signing on fee, he would get even bigger wages, and he'd probably pick up a loyalty bonus from PSG as well. Now, as far as Al-Khelaifi is concerned, that is simply not going to happen. If he doesn't sign a new contract, he will have to leave. So we've got a battle of wills between PSG, Nasser Al-Khelaifi, and Kylian Mbappe and his camp. Now, the bottom line is that if Kylian Mbappe doesn't want to sign a new deal, he doesn't have to sign a new deal. He can just stay where he is. Okay, PSG could turn around and say, well, we're not going to play you. You could have a situation where probably the best player in the world is not playing next season. Is it really going to come down to that? Or is it something that we've seen before? Is this just a negotiating tactic from Kylian Mbappe and his camp, and it's going to end up with him signing a new contract at PSG? Or a Real Madrid being very, very clever, because they're discreetly briefing at the moment that we're not going to make any more signings this summer. We're fine as we are. We don't need any more players. Is that a way to put pressure on PSG to let them have Kylian Mbappe towards the end of the window on the cheap? I mean, it's not really on the cheap because it would probably still cost a couple of hundred million euros. But there is a real battle of wills. We've seen this before during the summer windows, and it's happened again.